In a small town lived a boy named Kabir. His house was very simple, a tin roof, mud walls, and a few small rooms. Kabir's father worked as a mechanic and spent the entire day repairing old vehicles. Kabir often sat beside him and watched carefully. While other children spent their time playing outside, Kabir loved opening broken radios, clocks, and old toys just to understand how they worked. He had a deep fascination with machines. Slowly, a dream started growing inside his heart. One day, he would build a machine that could make people's lives easier. But turning that dream into reality was not easy. Kabir did not have proper tools. He did not have money to buy new parts or machines. So he often went to the scrap shop and brought home old and broken things. Sometimes an old motor, sometimes parts of a broken fan, sometimes damaged batteries. He tried to combine those pieces and create something useful. One day, Kabir decided that he would build a small water pumping machine that could help farmers bring water to their fields easily. He worked on it for many days. Finally, one evening, his first machine was ready. Kabir was very excited. He connected everything and turned the machine on. But after a few seconds, the machine made a strange noise and suddenly stopped working. Kabir's heart sank. Still, he did not give up. He repaired it again and tried for the second time. This time, the machine ran for a few seconds and then smoke started coming out of it. People standing nearby began to laugh. Someone said, "Kabir, this is not something you can do." Another person said, "Stop wasting your time." Slowly, people started making fun of him. But Kabir kept trying. For the third time, he worked the entire night without sleeping. His eyes were tired, but his heart was full of hope. Early in the morning, he switched the machine on again. But once again, it failed. Now Kabir was truly exhausted. That night, he placed all his tools inside an old box. He sat quietly near the window. For the first time, he began to believe that maybe people were right. Just then, his eyes fell outside the window. A small spider was building its web. The wind blew and the web broke, but the spider did not stop. It immediately started building the web again. After a few moments, the wind came again, and the web broke again. But the spider still did not give up. Kabir kept watching it for a long time. Then he said softly to himself, "If such a tiny spider can keep trying again and again, why should I give up?" He immediately opened his box of tools again. For the next several days, Kabir worked harder than ever. He learned from every mistake. Every failure made him understand the machine a little better. And finally, one day, the moment arrived. Kabir switched the machine on. The machine slowly started running. A few seconds passed, then a minute, and suddenly the machine started pulling water from the ground. Kabir's eyes filled with tears of joy. His machine was finally working. Soon, the entire town started talking about Kabir's invention. Farmers began using his machine because it made their work much easier. The same people who once laughed at him were now praising his determination. Years later, Kabir became a successful engineer. One day, a journalist asked him, "What is the secret behind your success?" Kabir smiled and replied, "I failed many times, and many times I felt like quitting, but I always remembered one thing: giving up is the only real failure." Failure is a part of life, but those who keep trying, learning, and moving forward eventually achieve success. Never give up.